Hello, welcome to Pockies, your go-to place for everything pig farming. Today, we are going to be looking at some of the key factors you need to consider before starting a pig farm. Do you want to know them? Let's go. And welcome to our channel today. We are going to be talking about the most vital things to consider if you want to start a pig farm. If you want to start a pig farm, just know that it's a rewarding and also a profitable venture. However, you need to be very careful in planning, and you have to consider some things before you start. In this video, I'm going to cover the key factors that you need to think about or consider when you want to start a pig farm. Number one, you need a business plan. The first thing that you need to do before starting a pig farm is you develop a comprehensive business plan. Your plan should actually cover the goals, your target market, and the financial projection. You need to determine the scale of your operation if you are starting small, big, and you must have a budget. You must consider your startup costs and what you will need for the infrastructure and the equipment. And you should also consider the expenses and also the field labor and veterinary expenses. So a good business plan that you are going to be putting up will help you to stay on track and keep you informed of decisions you are going to be making on the business. And you also need to know how to get the fund to get the business started. And this business plan will also help you to know the key factors to make you to be successful in the business. So you need to develop your business plan, and all these things must be included. You must have your financial projection, the market plan, how you are going to market the products or your animals. And you also need to consider how the product you are going to package your product, and also where you are going to start up the business. So that's that about business plan. You also need the land and infrastructure. So after you have made your business plan, you need to consider the land and the infrastructure that you must have on that pig farm. So you must have a suitable land for that venture and have adequate space. The land must have enough space for you to put the store, the waste disposal area, and the water system. All these things are required on the land, so you must have enough space to accommodate all these things. And also you need to fence the area if you have the money, and other things that will make the place to be a comfortable place for your animals. And you also want to ensure that all the infrastructure you put there are safe for your animals and even your staff. So it must be a secured area for your safety and the safety of people working there. You also need to consider the land topography. This must not be a land that is having a very poor topography, and the quality of the place. I mean, in terms of being able to get water to feed your animals. You don't have to site your land or your farm where you have difficulty in getting water, because your animals are going to be needing the water. And also you need the very good breed to start with. You must choose the right breed and genetics for your pig, because it's very, very crucial. So you must consider animals that will be able to convert feed very well. You must look for animals that will convert the feed they are going to give to them very well. You must consider breeds that will grow fast, depending on what your aim is. So you must consider the animal that will grow fast, and you have a good breeder that will supply you high quality animals. So when you are going to be selecting your animals, you must look at animals that have good temperaments, have a fast growth rate. You must be able to convert it. These three things are very, very important. And you also look at animals that have high demand in the market. Don't go for animals that people don't usually require. So if you are going for breeding, look for animals that people are looking for. Maybe large white, land race, Duroc. You can choose these animals to start your pig farm. Feed and nutrition is also important. You must develop a nutrition plan know how you are going to get the feed for the animals, or how you are going to formulate the feed. These are very important. And you also ensure that you have a feeding system, a very solid feeding system that will be suitable for your animals. If you are going to be feeding them in the morning and the evening, or you are going to be feeding them 3 times in a day, make sure you have these things. And you must ensure that you give them quality feed ingredients that are very quality, not giving them junks. If you give junks to your animals, they will give you junk result. Ensure that you give them enough and quality feed. Make sure that you give them feed that will meet up with their nutritional requirement. Each animal have its nutritional requirement. The winners, the piglets, the growers, and the finisher, they all have their own nutritional requirement. And you should also consider cost. Don't go for very expensive feed, because it is going to affect your profit margin. Then you should consider health and biosecurity. Before you start your farm, you must ensure you have a biosecurity plan or measures that will help you to prevent diseases coming into your farm. Because when your animals are attacked by diseases or disease organisms, you will spend more on them, because they have to get well, and you will need to buy drugs and all those things. But biosecurity might look expensive in the first place, but it is a measure to prevent your animals from getting disease or disease coming to animals. Disease can be very disastrous and could make you lose a lot of money on your animals. So the 3 things you have to consider on your health plan: you must have vaccination program, your biosecurity protocol. You have your food tip. Nobody, don't allow just anybody to come to your farm to look at your animal. And when you even want to sell your animals, ensure that you have a solid biosecurity plan that will prevent your animals from being attacked by disease. Lastly, we are going to look at regulation. Now, if you are setting your piggery, ensure that the area you are going to set it for, there are regulations that each state or each area will have. Some will not allow you to have animals, pig raised within that area. Ensure that you find out if pigs are allowed in that particular area. Please ensure that you meet up with the regulation. If there are certificates or licenses that you need to get for you before you start, please get them, because they are very important. If you comply with the regulations and health codes or health rules or policy in the particular area, it will save you from problem. When you meet up with all these things, you will have each free operation on your farm, and you have a rest of mind. So the licensing and the regulation, you must meet up with them before you start. If you put all these things together, I'm very, very sure you are going to be having a successful pig farm that will bring in profit to you, and you will definitely testify that pig farming is a profitable business. Please click the subscribe button and like this video. You can also share your comments, ask your question, and I will be in the comment section to answer your question. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one.